Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Retro Boost Live. It is a very stormy day currently. Hoping I don't lose power. It's in the cards though, so we'll see. Good news is, since the last time that happened, everything now. There was one piece of the equation that didn't have battery backup that now does. So if I lose power, I actually won't lose the live stream beyond a couple of devices. So at least to be able to say goodbye before turning everything off. We'll see. It's pretty nasty out there. So last time for the Metroid Prime stream, did some playing with Tori. Joined me for the first chunk of the Sanctuary Fortress sequence. Fought the Spider Guardian. Fought the Dark Samus Stage 2. And then went on to finish the whole thing. And then it says my audio. What are you talking about? What do you mean the audio bitrate is lower? I got audio. I see it. I see it. Don't have the game audio, but I have my audio streaming on. What are you saying to me? Audio streams lower. I don't understand. Well, hopefully there's audio. There will at least be audio in the recording. So we'll see how that all goes. God, man. It's always something. Turn on the game audio. So that's there now. Yes, I am rocking glasses as well. Those are new. They're not really that great. I don't really think I like them too much. I need to get them adjusted again. I already got them adjusted once. And it just didn't. Blech! It's not doing it for me. But contacts are expensive, so I'm doing glasses. In other just kind of random channel news before I move to the game, we're doing a podcast and new Retro Boost arena shoot later today, which is exciting. The podcast is going to be a kickoff of a long series. I won't say what it is, but I will tell you that it should be about 9 episodes worth of a particular movie franchise. Try to figure it out from there. And then the next Retro Boost Arena, we're doing that. That'll be fun, because I kind of get that a little closer to what I want it to be with every thing that I do. And I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. I have some plans for what the next one's going to look like. It's going to be totally different as far as the content goes. But I think the setup of it gets a little bit closer with every one that we do. So now, let's get started with the game. Alright, so we're in the last kind of phase of this game. Every Metroid Prime, for better or for worse, usually for worse, ends with like a kind of fetch quest sequence. So what we have to do is find all the Sky Temple keys, which are different than the different and similar than the regular temple keys that we've been getting at the end of each like main section. There's just more of them is the whole idea. Kind of a controversial thing. Would have been cool if they just didn't have them all end with like a fetch quest. Let me check on something though. This audio does seem kind of low, but everything is set correctly. Can't ever win. Everything's set up really high, but this seems kind of low. Weird. Really weird. No. Oh, yeah. It's just always something. I can test stuff successfully, and it runs fine, and then you get in the game, and it's just a complete disaster. Just can't ever catch a break. is one energy tank that I definitely needed to get. Really low on missiles, so a lot of getting the keys today is going to be about kind of catching up on power-ups that I've breezed by too. Because there's a lot. There's another energy tank that I need to get too. Go, 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 go. That was lucky. Okay, now the game audio sounds a little more normal to me, so maybe it's just because this area is really quiet. Stacking up the expansions. I saw Hellboy the Crooked Man yesterday. I quite liked it. It's definitely, like, you know, got like a cheap feel to it. I mean, the budget was really tiny. But I still liked it. There were parts where it was like a little bit slow. Couple moments where I was like, I don't know if I'm sold on that. But large and large, I quite liked it. Jack Kesey as Hellboy was like A+. Like, really enjoyed his Hellboy. Thought that was awesome. Freaking Pilgrims die. His performance and what he looked like was great. Alright, gotta get this other energy tank. Ooh. Got it. Easy. I don't know that I've actually ever done that on the first time. That last little one always gets me. Oh, I hate these doors. Oh! You are not supposed to be able to do that. Oh, this is the Dark Burst, so might as well get this. Dark Burst is one of the 3 beam combos. In the first Metroid Prime, the super missile is obviously like your bread and butter when it comes to beam ammo expansions and stuff. Like you need it. It's like the only one that's required because you have to break certain things with it. It's really good against bosses, etc., etc., etc. Whoops! I always do this wrong the first time. Let's see here. But the others were optional, and like you didn't have to use them. Okay, now I have to get it up there. No. The only one of the other ones in the first game that was like pretty useful in some scenarios was the Wave Buster, because you could use it to defeat the invisible drone like super quick. Like it's like a viable method for that. But everything else, like the ice spreader and the flamethrower, they were just like for fun. There's no real. I don't recall ever having like a like really good, like, oh, you need to use the flamethrower for this. Like I've never had that in the first Prime, and like that's kind of how the ones in this one are too. Like I don't really. There's like two situations where the Dark Burst specifically is like pretty handy, and it's to you can shoot it at like the Dark Chicka's. One of its moves is it'll blast like a bunch of little offspring at you. They swarm like a big old swarm of bees, and you can use the Dark Burst to like kind of instantly destroy the swarm, which will produce a lot of light ammo for you. Um, that's kind of the only situation where it's like, yeah, you need to use it. Similarly, you can use it for the night barbs that surround the final boss at points, again, to harvest ammo. But it's not, like, necessary in either two of those examples. The other two, I don't really ever use them. The light burst, they're all kind of effectively the same thing. They're all like this projectile that you shoot that has like a massive AoE. The dark burst just lasts the longest out of all three of them, but they're all just like a big boom, and a big thing happens, which is kind of a bummer because like they were all pretty distinct in the first Prime. Like one's a flamethrower and one's a like electric arc beam that hones in on one target at a time, and the ice spreader is like the AoE one. So they were all pretty distinct. Now, obviously, they're visually distinct in this game, but they're not functionally distinct. I don't think I've ever gotten it this late in the game either. With that said, you could get this right after you get the Seeker missiles in the middle of the Torvus Bog sequence. But here, we'll test it. Get a direct hit. So like that, like, it looks really cool. Like, not gonna lie. But there's few scenarios where like it's legitimately kind of like handy to use. If you have it going into the Sanctuary Fortress for the first time, you can like blast the pirate commandos with it and potentially like kill a couple of them at once. That's one other situation where I've used it. So not totally. It's just more of a visually cool thing. I gotta get the light burst and the sonic boom as well. The sonic boom is the annihilator combo, and the light burst is the light beam combo. The dark burst there traveled pretty instantly to its target. The light burst is the slowest, and the sonic boom is like instant. Faster than the dark burst is. Do I have a power bomb? I do. There is a power bomb expansion in this. I love the screw attack though. Oops. Broke that million-year-old relic. Sorry. I have to go back this way. Okay. This takes us the back entrance to the pirate hideout. That is an elevator to somewhere else. Probably come back that way. Okay, so pirate hideout. There's some more expansions to get here, actually. Oh, that's the dark beam room. To go this way actually, because there's like a door. There's like a one-way door. I'm pretty sure I'd have to go this way. Well, this should be an expansion here. Oh, or not. There we go. More missiles, more missiles, more. Oh, go. Nice. Can't hit what you can't catch. To go back to Hellboy, actually, it definitely had like a kind of cheap, like indie feel to it. It kind of comes and goes though. Like it really feels like that in the opening, but then like it kind of hits like a certain stride, and like when it hits the stride, it doesn't really have that vibe anymore, and it's just pretty enjoyable. So the cheapness kind of comes and goes basically. But I'm bummed that like we're not going to see any more of Jack Kesey specifically, because again he was awesome. Would definitely like to see him play the character again, but that probably won't happen. All right, there's a no. I guess we have to use the spider ball. Well, no, we have to raise these first. Don't be telling me stuff. Where's the hit system? No. Go away. Oh, that's weird. It wants me to... But I have this screw attack. I don't need your stupid spider ball. Look at that. There we go. Man, there's like an easy way and there's an easy way. My missile count was shockingly low. Super missiles are going to be the main kind of move I'm going to try to use in the final boss battle. So definitely need more. Yes! I was right! I was right. So I would have been really angry if I came around the other way and this was the other thing. So. Justified. The hell? I heard one of them die. What happened? Oh my gosh, I have no idea what that was. It's fine. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. now we can go to the dark world. Start getting these keys. What I really enjoyed. Oh, you know what? The stupid color thing isn't set correctly. I don't think it is. That was like resets. Easy fix. Hold on. Yeah. And fix. It's kind of random how that'll come in and out. There we go. Gosh. Blah, blah, blah. All right. We need to go up. Ooh. There is an ammo station nearby, though, which I will definitely use because I have 250 now. Oops. Two. You pests. Okay, first Sky Temple key. They are held in these, like, special things. You need the dark visor to see them. That was weird. One thing I learned doing the capture for my upcoming What Happens thing on this, they're not always around. It looks like you do need to like hit a certain point in progression of the game for them to actually appear. Because starting the game off with all the power-ups and having the dark visor and everything and coming to this room, it was not here. Same for the one that's under the water where we're going to go next. It wasn't there. So I'm assuming that they don't like appear in the world until you have at least the light beam or light suit. Glitched like super hard. So if you shoot a beacon with the annihilator beam, it makes like a lure, but in his case he's frozen. Just to run toward it. Whoa! That was cool. Oops. Don't think I've ever killed an ing like that before. I'm pretty sure Aegon only has 2 keys. I think it's 2, 2, 2, and 3. Is the breakdown of each area's keys. And if I'm wrong, I'll get really upset. Oh. Go. I think that's it for Aegon. Stupid little bugging me. Come on. Jerks. It just kind of like glitches them out sometimes when they're on the walls like that. I don't know what to do. Okay, this is an ammo station. million. Oh, there's one more. I'm at 200. That's right. I know where the last one is, though. It's in the temple grounds. Sonic Boom. Get the Sonic Boom. Yeah, might as well save. Power might go out, so don't want to lose progress. Because that wouldn't be very fun. Ow. Oh. Darn. Come on. They don't want to. They're no better. This one doesn't even require a puzzle, it's just here. You just have to have the screw attack. Well, and the annihilator beam, but yeah. Sonic Boom! This thing consumes a lot of resources to work. Oh my gosh. 30 of each ammo type plus 10 missiles. I think that's all she wrote. Trying to recall. Let's make sure before I leave the area and have regrets. I'm pretty sure it was just the two. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, it's two. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's 2, 2, and 3. So I was right. My instincts were on right. So now we go to Torvis Bog. Actually, we'll go wherever that one shortcut was. Because there is... there. Oh, wait a minute, what's up here? Ooh. Oh. Oh. Nice. How do I get out of here, though? Oh, there we go. Nice missile expansion. I guess I live here now. Ow. Power module. This is probably Torvis. Oh, Sanctuary Fortress. Okay. Looks like we're doing Sanctuary Fortress then. All right. One's in the room where the Spider Guardian was fought. Excuse me. The other is at the forwardmost room. Involves the screw attack. I'm pretty sure we can get to it from this one. We'll find out. I think both of them are. Well, no, not both of them. One of them for sure. The other one we have to actually go back to the Spider Guardian's room. There we go. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Now. Open up. Oh. No, I don't want to waste the power bomb. Doesn't need it for that. Oops. Ooh, power bombs. Alright. Alright, it's at the other side of that. The light suit can travel on beams of light. How is there a beam of holy light in the dark world? Don't ask questions. Just don't. And then cross it again. Ha! See you. One down, one to go. Yes. Sure it's an ammo room to the left. check just to be sure. Could be something cool. Yeah, it's in the ammo room. Never a bad thing, though. Actually, I remember to leave Sanctuary at the front because there's an energy tank I can get. Uh-oh. Alright, you want to go? Stop hitting me. See, the sonic boom, like, didn't even hurt him. Well, it hurt him, I didn't kill him. And up we go. Okay, go back. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's the room. There's a power bomb door at the end of the room where we fought the Spider Guardian that has a portal. We enter the dark room equivalent of the Spider Guardian's room. And that's where the other one is. If you were to go to the Sky Temple first, you can scan the key slots much the same how you would scan the artifact totem things in the first game, and they give you hints as to what room they're all in. I've got most of it memorized, aside from just needing to, like, confirm if I was forgetting one or two of them. I know where one of them in Dark Twins Bog is. Ow. I think I know where both of them are, actually. One's in the entrance room. The other one's in the lower portion. So we need to up. That's down. Over the course of multiple visits here, we've just gradually dismantled that power core. Stopping the rings and then destroying it completely. Alright, there's some kind of puzzle here too. What's this? I don't know what this is doing. It's like extending out. What's happening here? Oh my god. Kinetic orb target. Is there an orb cannon? Is that what that's turning on? Okay. No. How do you turn that on? Okay, so there's the orb cannon. Ah, it's coming together now. Okay, so. Good lord. The heck? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump. Alright, now. There we go. That was a surprising amount of effort. How'd I get here? Spinner. You know, I figured... Well, okay, actually, no, it did. So, yeah, because you'd shoot right over the gap. Okay, so now I turned it into a two-way transit, which it was not before. Oh, yeah. Alright, we don't need to use the cannon here anymore, because we have the screw attack. There's a lot of big rooms like this in this game, which is cool. There weren't that many gigantic rooms in Prime 1. Mostly just Magmor Caverns had big environments. A couple spots and shows of ruins and so on. Whoa. Oh, thank you. Where's that door? There it is. Okay. Oof. You can't lock onto it. That's interesting. Whoa, not even the Annihilator beam will do it. Or the... Wow. I'm eyeballing it. That was weird. It kind of did lock on, though. It just didn't do it properly. Alright, more boost ball puzzles. And Sanctuary's done. Temple grounds are the most tedious because they're not really as connected as these areas are. But Torbis is next. But I gotta take the long way because there's an energy tank outside the entrance of the Sanctuary Fortress that I want. All the dormant ing smashers scared me the first time going through when I was a kid because I was like, these things are gonna wake up. Oh my gosh, it looks so big. You just powerbomb them out and kill them in one hit. Alright, this is some kind of thing here. Ah, it's an expansion. Missile expansion. Alrighty. Yep. Getting there. In case the power goes out. Let's checkpoint on Sanctuary. Boosting. Can't stop me. Alright, there was like some kind of thing here. How about restore the kinetic orb cannon. Nice. Power bomb. The spiders, like spider ball tracks over here somewhere. There they are. Oh, no, not the one I was looking for. Whoa! Huh. How doth I get up there? Yikes. Oh, there's more junk to shoot. Doi. Ooh, bullseye. Oh, you don't even need the screw attack for this one. Probably meant to get that as soon as you have the power bomb. Whoa. Alright, now we leave the way we came in for the first time. Because one of those light pillars houses another energy tank. Weird that you go up to go back. It's supposed to be a fortress in the cliffs, but the elevation is lower than this place is. Little weird. Good morning, Larry. Nice to see you here. Hope you're having a good morning. It's raining like crazy right now. So I'm hoping I don't lose power. It is a possibility, though. But one that I am now prepared for. Because all my internet stuff and my computer has backup power. So I'll be able to safely turn everything off. I mean, I can't keep streaming, but I'll at least be able to say goodbye. Oh. Oh, we can actually get the sunburst. I always get this one way later than I should, and it always confuses me because I can do things that you're not supposed to do in this room. Open, please. Okay, so... was off. Alrighty. It's in the Dark Aether. Oh. Yeah, this is where it's weird. Like, it needs me to get the grapple beam things, but I can use the screw tag now, so it's kind of a moot thing for me. But I guess we'll go to the Dark World. Ooh. Saw your post in the server that you had you got another RetroTINK mini. I've been enjoying mine. I need to use it more, but I quite like it. Because like, you can buy it and get S-Video with it, right? And like S-Video out of SNES and N64 is great. I think GameCube, it isn't like it's definitely not as good as like, you know, getting something like the CARBY or component cables, that kind of thing. But S-Video is still better than composite, at least. But Super Nintendo and such, I was impressed. So I think you're just trying to line these up to then shoot with the Seeker missiles. I think. Get in the hole. Pretty sure. I don't think there is. They both do the same thing. They output 480p. So I'm gonna say no. I mean, I don't think they use like a different what's it called, FPGA, like the main processing part. Like I don't think it's different. I mean, it might be, but I'm not sure. Haven't seen that detail. The 2X Pro would have like additional functionality because it has support for component, and the 2X Mini, I don't recall. Yeah, it has scan line. No, it has scan lines too, I think. Did it? Oh man, I'm second guessing myself. I'm pretty sure it did. Unless I'm imagining something. I'm confusing my 2X Pro footage. I was getting them all on the same day. The principal difference, though, is that the 2X Pro supports component, which is also kind of a weird thing because the 2X Pro cannot accept 480p input, so there's kind of a weird thing with the ability for it to have component, because it means that you could get like, you know, component cables from HD Retrovision and significantly bump the output of consoles like the Super Nintendo, the Genesis, but you wouldn't be able to use component to get like 480p from consoles like the GameCube, Xbox, Wii, and then the few PS2 games that support that. So it really just depends on what consoles you own that make that like something worth considering in that sense. That's the part where I always get screwed up. What am I going to do now? They've been extended. It's stage 2. Oh, God. It's so easy to overthink it when you have the better upgrades. Let me look at something real quick, because I did a bunch of capture on the 2X Mini. Let me, boop. Capture. 2X Mini, SNES. No, there's no... I've got nothing that has scan lines. I think it's just sharp and smooth. What is this? 2X Mini. God dang. Where are you, you little... Hello. Let's just quickly, what's this plugged into right now? Super Nintendo? Alright. That's Star Fox. Filter. Yeah, it's just sharp and smooth. No scan lines. This brief intermission brought to you by Rocket Money. Rocket Money. Blah, 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 blah. We'll sponsor a Fortnite team. Okay, yeah, so I just plugged in. So it did smooth and it did sharp, but no scan lines. So the 2X Pro would have scan lines. They both have the adjustable filter, though. They both have notch or auto, which is good for trying to get that kind of CRT flavor out of consoles like the NES. Seriously. Does it want me to use the light burst anymore? Okay. A bit of a waste of ammo, but whatever. Jesus. Alright. Got him. So yeah, I looked at my capture stuff, and I only had sharp and smooth distinctions. Oops. For the N64, so... Just want to make sure, though. Popping on the Super Nintendo there for a second. So yeah, so the 2X Pro would have scan lines in support for component, but they both have support for composite and S-video, and the adjustable comb versus auto switch, and sharp and smooth, which is good for like N64 and stuff, because like smooth really helps that. That's the GameCube as well, if you're gonna play GameCube with it. It's pretty cool though. It really comes down to what you own, because like the Rad 2X is cheaper with like similar performance. I mean, it's actually better in a way for certain consoles at least. For like the Super Nintendo, it would get you like closer to what the quality is of outputting RGB, because it can grab onto RGB from consoles like that. But I would think that, I haven't compared them, but I would assume that the S-video experience through like the 2X Pro or the 2X Mini is probably superior, because I'm pretty sure that the Rad 2X outputs the equivalent quality of like composite when you're not using an RGB modified system. Where am I going here? Wrong. But the RetroTINK devices like the RetroTINK are flexible, because there's multiple devices you can use them with, since they just have analog inputs, whereas devices like the Rad 2X, there's particular families of console that they work with. It's like the CARBY. Like, I'm using the CARBY right now for the GameCube, but the CARBY can only work for the GameCube, so it's like the one solution here. The 5X Pro is my alternative, and I can use anything with that. They have their different supported uses. Yeah, I really like the smooth filter for the N64. You get like a really nice, like, smooth image. I think the 2X Pro and the 2X Mini are pretty great with that. The 5X Pro, I think, is better going the opposite direction. Sharp all the way with like N64 sampling. I think it does the best with that. Oh no. Ask and the universe shall provide. Alright, I'm pretty sure the key isn't here, but there's also Hunter Ing, but it's okay because I have that. This room's just empty. It's a little weird. The 5X Pro, last I checked, is like $325. Yeah, I think it's like $325. It is not cheap. It's the thing with all these devices. Price is definitely a consideration for all of them. I had to save up for it. Like, it came out like May of 2021, somewhere around there. I didn't get mine until like August. I was putting away money to get it. Oh, hey, whoa. I might be getting a RetroTINK 4K. It kind of depends on how my tax return shakes out. Because I haven't been buying stuff to do for the channel for a while, which has been helping me save money. Yeah, $325. They launched a new version of the 4K called the 4K CE, which is very similar. It just uses like a different FPGA thing, processor, core. I'm not really sure what the proper term would be. I'm not into that. That part's where I'm not as knowledgeable. It's like 500 for something. Pretty cool. There's like some things it doesn't do that the 4K does. A lot of it kind of went over my head. Oof. Watching like some of the breakdown stuff. But for people that want like 4K output, I think the picture quality is pretty similar to what the main 4K one can do. Yeah, they're all, it's a lot. Like, they're when the 4K got announced and like everyone was like, I wonder how much it's gonna cost. I would never have thought it was gonna be as high as it was. I couldn't do that. Like, outside of like getting some kind of cash injection, like a tax return, when I've got no other debt to worry about, there's like no way I'd ever be able to get one. Which I couldn't do last year. It didn't work out. I had other stuff that I needed to put that toward. This year might be different. Depends. We'll see. Might get it. Don't need that. Don't know why I'm doing that. It's like I used to have the benefit of a job that paid like a lot of like extra money. I was getting like a ton of mileage and was frequently traveling and thus expensing meals. So it's like you're saving money because you're not spending money on food. The job I have currently is a lot like that. It's just not the same as what it was in the past. But back then, that made it easier to buy stuff like the that's the wrong place. Like the 2X Pro the first time, and then the CARBY like right after. So income situation was a little better in that regard. Didn't mean to come here. This. Oh man, we're going back into the copyright claim zone. Oh man. Turning off the music in the game because last time I went through this area in the game, I got a really weird copyright thing from this. I thought it would be like a Nintendo thing, but it's not. It's like some goober who made music using the soundtrack for this area as the backing, and very intentionally it's just the song from this verbatim with no alteration for like maybe 10 seconds or longer, and then like their track starts, which still uses this as like its background track. And it really seems like it's only to like harvest fake copyright claims. It's hard to say, really. The comments are just nothing but hatred about how that person's uploaded this song got claimed. Like, it is pretty wild. Normally, I wouldn't like fight that stuff, or I would just like take the video down or remove the audio. You like can't do that for this, but I decided to fight it because I was like, this is just so ridiculous that I can't not fight this. And they ended up releasing the claim. It's like 15 years old. It's not like it's a new thing. Or no, not 15. The video is like 8 years old. It was really bizarre. So I'm just gonna avoid that this time around and just turn off the music while I'm in this area. I'll turn it back on when I leave. Ridiculous. Well, that's cool that you were doing solar panel stuff also. It's very cool. I used to go to a lot of neighborhoods that were new construction, and they would have solar panels were pretty popular. Is it down here? Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's like in my area actually. It's pretty here and there. What? How did the bird? What? Did it think that it was like a soundtrack or something? Was it a lyrebird and it was like humming the tune to Star Wars? Like, what did it do? That is hilarious. That one that I got here was like the first one that I got that I thought was like legit, in the sense that like I didn't know it was coming and I was like, oh no, what's this? Because like I've got them before. I got one, the first one I ever got in the channel I knew was coming because I couldn't help it. It was the Lord of the Rings Return of the King game that I played like 5 years ago, and that game uses just the movie for its cutscenes and its audio. So like I knew that it was gonna get claimed. It was just a matter of what part of it gets claimed. And then I just like removed the audio or the video from that part and then re-uploaded it. It's no big deal. The one that I got for this game is just so out of left field. And then like the really crazy thing is I felt like I had stumbled across this whole like gigantic conspiracy because, you know, I get that claim I go to the source, and I'm kind of dumbfounded that it's this song that like someone made, and like like issuing out a copyright claim. You do that because you're saying that you own that stuff, and like obviously they don't own that because that's composed. What's his name? I think it's Kenji Yamamoto, if I remember the name right. That'd be the composer, and then it's owned by Nintendo. like you don't own it, obviously. It's like crazy. And like I said, the comments were nothing but people just like, you're stealing Nintendo's music and this is ridiculous. But then here's where it got really strange, is that I would look up videos that were just that song. It's called Torvis Bog's Subterranean is the name of the song. Which is in itself not even original. It's a remix of Brinstar Red Soil Area from Super Metroid. I look up that. I looked at like 5 different uploads of Subterranean, and all of them in the details have ownership going to that guy's thing, not Nintendo. Going all the way back to uploads of this song from like 2007, like when YouTube first existed. The oldest one I found was like 2007, and it had that claim on it. So like they claimed like every upload they could of this song to bring in like the ad revenue for it, which I thought was just flipping nuts. Like it really just kind of took me back. And there was even like a news article written about some podcast that was like not even 2 weeks old that was complaining about that same entity, claiming other types of licensed music that they use. So clearly it's like some bigger thing that goes beyond just what I happened to stumble across. I thought it was just wild. I was all kinds of like hot and bothered that day. I've never like had that kind of anxiety in me. I was like, what have I stumbled across here? And like I contested the claim before I knew all that. I contested the claim and then looked up all that stuff. And then it kind of scared me that it was like so far reaching, but they ended up releasing it, so it worked out for me. Where'd he go? Down here. You guys lock the doors, and then I can't. There we go. Annoying. So yeah, that was my whole adventure last weekend. I even ended up like posting stuff about it in the Carl Jobst Discord, because I was like, this, given how like far-reaching it seems to be, it seems like the kind of thing that I could see Carl doing a video on. Like, what's up, legends? I got this this like giant YouTube copyright conspiracy here. But I mean, honestly, it is the kind of video that he could do, because it wouldn't really need to be about my situation. It's just about how that is a very common thing that happens on the platform. People will use copyrighted material for their own stuff that they don't own, and then they weaponize that for making like claims against other people. It even happened in one of Carl Jobst's videos from like forever ago, when he was talking about Guinness World Records. If I recall correctly, Guinness reached out to, I want to say it was Cosmic, after he had done like the most recent big Super Mario Bros. Record at the time. And Guinness was like, hey, we'd love to host, your big world record run on our YouTube channel. And there's a lot of other little parts to that are terrible, but he gives it to them, and then like if I remember the story correctly, they issued like a copyright claim against that same content on his own channel. which is like insane. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Um, so like that's an example of like a business doing it, but small people do it all the time too. And yeah, I think it's because Nintendo is just not really there with like they're really quick to like go after people that uh, like, you know, gameplay and stuff was like on their radar for a while. Like people that would play like Mario Kart on the Wii U or whatever it was in like 2014. We're getting copyright things all the time. But I don't know, they've been pretty lax with their music because I mean, they didn't, right? It's just like out of all the uploads of that I checked, not a single one of them had any kind of credit to Nintendo. It would be in the descriptions of most because the people that uploaded that were like good, honest people. So they'd be like, enjoy my 30-minute upload of Torvus Bog Subterranean, you know? Some of them even had the composer in there. Like, composed by Yamamoto for Metroid Prime 2, blah, blah, blah. But then you'd see below that it was, like, copyright claimed. It would say, like, the name of the guy's song under it, as if to give the impression that Nintendo took, like, licensed music for Metroid Prime 2. It's crazy. Like, just actually crazy. To go back to your bird thing, though, the whooping crane setting off a copyright claim is, like, hilariously terrible. That's awesome. And awful. Are they all dead? Did I get them all? There's that. It's all good, though. It's a case closed now. They released the claim like almost less than 24 hours after I issued it, and I was pretty like thorough in my explanation to them in the thing, because they would have to either contest it or release it or ignore it, and if they ignore it, it'll get automatically released. But in my whole explanation, I was like, you don't own this, and you can't pretend that you own this because you don't own this. So I guess they were good. Jesus, what an event. I do not have TikTok. I'm actually not much of a social media guy. It's always been kind of I don't know if it's a strength or a weakness, but it's always been a weakness of mine that I'm just not really good with social media. I ever so briefly had Snapchat and just never used it. I made like a serious attempt to like kind of re-enter the dating world like 2 years ago, and everyone was using Snapchat. So like it would be common to use it as like an instant messaging kind of thing, but then I stopped using it because I was like, I'll just text. Have a Facebook that I barely ever use, pretty much just for Messenger, because I had a couple friends that preferred Facebook Messenger to texting. But I haven't like made a Facebook post in probably years. At one point I was using it kind of regularly. But you know, I knew that I was just talking to myself basically, because like no one's reading the stuff. So I was just like, I don't really know why I'm doing this. Never had Instagram. Never ever had that. And I've never had TikTok. I've considered getting TikTok more than a couple of times. Oh, this is too far. Tori has it, and he's sent me things from it here and there, and I know that it's obviously popular. But I've never had it. Even like the Discord thing is kind of out of my usual comfort zone. Like I sat on that Discord server thing for like a year before it went live. Like I built out the whole thing and like tested it and had all the roles and all that stuff. And then I was just like too scared to turn it on. So like I just didn't. And then like a year later, after I was doing stuff more frequently with like Tori and whatnot, I was like, okay, maybe I should try this out. And then like I made another attempt at testing it and using it. Um, but like, you know, that's still kind of out of my usual kind of thing. Trying to be on there though. Oh, forgot about this guy. Well, there we go. I found one situation where the light burst is good. You just got erased. Out of my way. Oh. Oh, I should turn the music back on. Now that we're out of the copyright zone. There we go. It's like it's certainly quiet. Only got 2 more keys. Oh, I was mid-conversation. Kind of missed it, but hello, Sir G. Nice to have you here. Sorry that I was deep in some stuff there. I saw your thing about the screen being too far forward, but I don't see anything wrong with the setup. But looking at it, I kind of, since the game is 4:3, I kind of slid it over just so more of the game window is visible. But I didn't want to make my thing too small in relation to the size of the chat to be readable and exist in that black bar space. It's definitely funny figuring all that out when I was with Tori the last week. That was funny. Had Tori with me for the first half of the last stream. We were talking about different things, and I forgot to unmute him. So for like the first 8 minutes, it's me having like a one-sided conversation, reacting to like him talking about how he's gone through all the Souls games recently. I mean, you can't like hear his side of it. You're just hearing me go, "Yep, I didn't play that one. Yep, yeah, oh yeah, no," for like 8 minutes. So the replay starts at the end of that, where I'm like, I'm an idiot. And it's really funny because a minute before going live, I was like, I got the mixer situation figured out, and you know, I can mute you, I can mute me, and you know, I got all this control now. Like, it's great because you know, I kind of figured out like how to make the audio mixing stuff work, you know, max control. And I'm like, yeah, it'd be great. I can mute you, I can mute me, all this control we're gonna have. And I like just never unmuted him. So terrible. Oh my god. This is funny though. Always something. Alright, there's 2 more keys left. This is the second to last one. I almost got screwed in here. It'll be on the what happened video. I almost like soft locked the game. Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of did for a minute, but I got out of it. Out of my way. It is the really, I won't like, you know, spoil what actually happened, but I will say, you can have the screw attack in this game without the space jump, but it doesn't quite work right because the way the game, I guess, functions behind the scenes here, is that the you're basically doing subsequent space jumps to make the screw attack go forward and jump each subsequent time. So without it, you can activate the screw attack and do like a single roll, but you can't do subsequent jumps. So if you get yourself into a situation where you need a double jump, you're kind of screwed. I was kind of tangling with that. It'll be a great video. I need to get a haircut and then start filming. And if you're like, why did he say that? It's because if I have to refilm anything, it's a continuity thing. Like I kind of, I'm never making that mistake again. Oh, you're getting the algorithm? The algorithm's coming after you? Well, it's nice to have you here. You're like, huh. It's funny how excessively literal the algorithm can be sometimes. You sit there and say out loud, man, I sure do need to, you know, clean my windows, and then next thing you know, you get a pre-roll ad for some stupid thing. Oh, weird. I didn't know you could do this. So this is the room that the thing is in the dark world, and I guess there he is. I mean, we're in the light world, but that's creepy. It's like an outline. Wow. I guess this room's empty though. Is that the only? That's the only purpose to this room? Is you'd be like, I wonder what's here. Demons. Cool. It's cool though. Need to find a dark portal. Climb my way back here. I never knew that, and it's funny because I've played this game 1,000 times. I've never, I don't know, I've never been in a position like that to like look and see. It's cool though. It's very cool. There will be more of those. I gotta do the 2. I'm doing the 2x mini thing. I gotta do like a kind of first impressions type thing for the 2x mini. I also want to compare it directly with like the 2x Pro and stuff. I'm waiting on getting my Super Nintendo. Oh, where was that? Is that the one I need? Getting my Super Nintendo modded is going to open up a lot of other kind of fun stuff I want to do comparisons on. I'm not sure what the timeline is on that though, because I sent it out and it's been a few weeks since it arrived in Voltar's possession. I had a family emergency. No, I sent it off like February 20 something, 21st, 22nd. It's been a few weeks. It took it like 5 days to get to him. But that was like right when I had a pretty significant family emergency, and I was just kind of off the internet for like almost 2 weeks. I had a family member in serious trouble and was in the hospital for almost 2 weeks. I had to take off work and everything. So my original plan would have been like to status with Voltar during that time frame to be like, hey, I saw that it just arrived. Just want to confirm that it arrived. Good luck on your work. I appreciate you. But because everything else just kind of fell away, I didn't do that until like a few days ago. So roughly a week ago, I requested like you know, just wanted to make sure that at least it had been successfully delivered, and I haven't got a response yet, so I'm not sure what to think of that. Just really busy, or if my Super Nintendo has been eaten and is gone forever. I don't know. I would assume that Voltar's just very busy. If I don't hear anything in like another week or two, I'll probably start to panic. So we'll see. I'm not too worried though, to be honest. It just takes time, because like I had originally, you know, requested for the mod service like December 20th or something like that. And didn't hear back until like almost February, so it was like a month turnaround, which doesn't bother me at all. Like it's a small business, it's a lot of stuff to do, so it's fine. I don't care, and the all the changes to like the import and export tariffs and whatnot, you know, definitely got in the way too, which could be the reason for the delay currently. It's totally fine, I don't care. But yeah, as far as the timeline goes though, I sent it off and it's presumably been in Voltar's possession for roughly 2.5, 3 weeks. I definitely got the address correct and did all that stuff. Is it possible that, you know, it got stolen? Like, sure, yeah, it's possible. UPS person could have been like, "Oh, I wonder what this is. Mine." So that's perfectly possible. I'm not out of I have my 2-chip SNES, so I still have that. But that's kind of been like the wall in the way of me doing my usual kind of comparison stuff that I want to do, because I'm waiting on that to get modded. Ow! Because I didn't quite get all the footage I wanted of the 2X Mini on my 1-chip system before sending it off. I didn't realize that until a couple of days ago. I was like, I could do a first impressions with this, but it's kind of lacking. Like, there's a couple things I didn't get that I wanted to get, but I'll see. Maybe I can just do it. I think maybe sometimes I think I care a little bit too much for what I realistically am, just a guy having fun. So I don't know. We'll see. It's also just worth mentioning that school and work is also like a huge obstacle to this stuff too. The stuff that I do with like Tori and the other guys is a lot easier, although I mean kind of. So like the podcast stuff is like really easy to do. Obviously so is Retro Boost Arcade, because we're just playing games for fun. The game show stuff, Retro Boost Arena, is a lot of work, but I really like filming those. They're like super fun. We're doing another one tonight, actually. But all that gets in the way of, you know, I'm just one guy, so like it's hard to kind of balance all of this stuff. And like I'm not motivated by you know, the views. I kind of felt myself getting a little sucked into that a long time ago, and I don't want to just chase what I think is popular. Like I want to do what I like to do, because if you do what you like to do, then what you like to do is going to come out all the better, versus like trend chasing. That is all of the keys. Now, 150 missiles. Missing an energy tank. I'm not sure from where. It's not that big of a deal. That'd be cool. I debated, like, you know, learning the soldering stuff. but it's just a lot to fiddle in another kind of thing, because I got the stuff I'm doing for the channel, and trying to get better at video editing and so on, learn all that. I'm in film school, so learning all that. I got my job, which is like a lot of like networking knowledge is a big part of that, and it's a lot to learn. And you want to throw in like another thing. Plus, I'm also just like not that good with like precision work with my hands. I'm kind of clumsy. Like I can terminate Ethernet cables and keystones like there's no tomorrow, but I'd be really scared about doing something like soldering. I'm gonna save the game at the landing site, and that'll be where this stream will end, because the next one will be the final battle, which is gonna take a while. And I don't want to be going that long because I need to get out to the eyeglass place, preferably right about when they open, which is gonna be soon, because I've got to get these glasses readjusted. Plus other errands to run. That's a good point, yeah. Starting on cheaper things, not risking my Super Nintendo. That's like the first victim. Oh, N64 memory packs. Oh. Oop. Bang. Okay. I didn't even know that, so that's interesting. So you could just find like things to. It's like an activity kit. That actually makes a lot of sense, though. Okay, that'll be where I will be ending today's stream. Let's see if I can actually end the stream correctly for once in my flippin' life. Thanks everyone for joining me here today. Sincerely appreciate it. The next Metroid Prime stream will be the last one. I think what I'll probably do, I want to do like an N64 thing again. After this is done, because my ultimate objective was I want to beat this game on hard mode, which I've never done before, but to unlock hard mode you gotta beat the game the first time. So I kind of have to just rush through it here to then unlock hard mode, but I also don't want to be doing nothing but Metroid Prime 2 for like 2 months straight, so I want to flip it back to something like N64 once I beat the game next, and that might be the same day. Like I don't think it'll take more than like an hour to beat the final boss here, so probably switch to N64 like during that stream. We'll see. And then, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we got some more podcast stuff in the pipeline. We're filming some podcast stuff and another arena video. It's the game show thing later today, so that stuff will roll out probably over this week or next week. Plus, you know, I got other retro tech stuff I want to do. I got the Battler Pro coming. It was on the way to my house. It arrived in my local area and then mysteriously got like diverted out of state and then took a road trip through Texas, and now it's back in my area, so I think it'll be delivered tomorrow. But I will definitely do a video of my first impressions of the Battler Pro, because I really love the regular Battler. I've been using it this whole time. So that's going to be a thing. Plus, what I talked about earlier, the 2X Mini, I got one for the first time like a month and a half ago. Definitely want to do some content with that. So tons of stuff that I want to do. It's just a matter of getting some serious time put aside between school and other stuff to do them. So I will get to it. But yeah, so thank you so much, Larry. Miguel, good to see you here. Glad that the algorithm brought you to my doorstep. I appreciate it. Good luck with you completing the game as well on hard and 100%, for sure. Very cool. So thanks also, Sir G, for popping in as well. So everyone here, have a great rest of your day.